Hi everyone, this is Mrs. McGee, and I love math. It's okay if you don't love math. I love it enough for all of us, and I'm here to help you understand it better. Let's get started. Today, we're going to solve an inequality and graph an inequality on a simple number line. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos. First, let's make sure that you are using the right language. So when we have an inequality, we have less than, because we read from left to right, and the smaller side of the opening here is on the left, so this is less than. If we open up with the larger side here, then this is greater than, because we read it left to right. So less than, greater than. Now if we add an equal sign, that's going to be greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So we're going to talk about solving these inequalities, and then we're also going to talk about graphing them on a number line. So let me go back to our question here. When you're solving an inequality, you solve it exactly like you do an equation. You do all the steps. You simplify the left side, you simplify the right side. We want to get this variable term by itself. Remember that there's a minus in front of that negative, that's a minus 4x or a negative 4x. So we want to get that by itself, so I need to get rid of the positive 9. So I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. That's going to give me negative 4x, don't forget the negative, is less than 28. Now when we're doing this last step, we're going to divide by negative 4. And this is how solving an inequality is different than an equation. You do everything you do with an equation, except there's an extra step. If you divide or multiply by a negative, so that is this line right here. If you multiply or divide by a negative, the number in the numerator doesn't matter. 28 can be positive or 28 can be negative. If you multiply or divide by a negative, and we are dividing by a negative 4, you must reverse this symbol, because what's happening is it's going to change the direction of the solutions on the number line. So now instead of less than, we're going to have greater than, because we're multiplying or dividing by a negative, it flips it across that number line. So this is going to give us a positive x, and this is going to give us negative 7. So x is greater than negative 7. And when we put that on a number line, we have our negative 7. Of course, our 0 would be over here. I'm not going to put all of the numbers, but x is all of the numbers greater than negative 7. So we're going to put a circle at negative 7 because that's where our graph starts. But we don't make it solid. We leave it open because it doesn't equal negative 7. It just starts here. And then x is every number greater than negative 7. That's the solution. And so we highlight this arrow. So x is greater than negative 7. And this is what the graph of that looks like. Thank you for watching the video. If this was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.